Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Mitchell out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. The tricky little pass fake there. It's working well.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Green. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Hero. Adebayo sets a screen. Hero, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. It's a three-point game. Here's Butler. And he banks in the layup.
It doesn't matter what angle you give him. When Butler gets inside, you know he's going to convert.
And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
Well, that's his comfort zone. That's where he lives. Adebayo's so strong in the paint.
Pass to post. Let's go with a three. Hits the trifecta.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Curry against Mitchell. Here's Hero. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, everyone views Hero as a shooter, but he is also a terrific finisher.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back over to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Powell. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Adebayo, that's good.
Yeah, Adebayo is a challenging guy to guard, especially when he gets the ball in the paint.
Butler passes to Moody. Now here's Green. Outside Curry. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the long K.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Miami moving it around. Powell outside. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. The Heat beat them last time when those two met in Miami.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance. Oh, my gosh. Just throw it up to the square and Bam will do the rest.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. New group here for the Warriors. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Brandon Podziemski. Inside. Here's Hield. Larson with a rebound. Miami leading by 3. Smith with it, averaging around 6 a game. To the inside. Pulls up. Here's Ware. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Horford really looking like an ageless wonder throwing it down.
Pass to Jovic. Here's Larson. There's the 3. Horford pulls it in. It's Podziemski on the wing. Outside heel. Horford inside. Again, the Warriors score.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
Here's Larson. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. Has to Ware. The 3. The shot won't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Miami out in front, leading by 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And again, happy Martin Luther King Day as we return to the court here on 2K Sports. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Setting the floor for Miami. We've got Jaime Jaquez, Khalil Ware out there with Norman Powell. And it's Larson in at the point. Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA. Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint, I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Back to you, BA.
A great fit. Thank you, Allie. For 3, Powell. Warriors with the rebound. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. Here's Butler. Jimmy Butler, so smooth inside.
Well, I think the kids would say Jimmy was in his bag, right?
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. 2 teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Graham, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. You know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
Green comes in for Kuminga, and it's Stephen Curry in for Hield. Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Larson. And here's Ware. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Adebayo from long range hits a three-pointer. Adebayo's got 9.
Well, clearly Adebayo's feeling very confident firing out there from the perimeter.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Now here's Powell, still without a bucket. Here's Jaquez, and unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Down low, Green. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
Has to Ware, to the right side. Miami moving it around. For 3, Powell. Rebounded by Butler. The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Podziemski. Now Curry. Horford, a screen on Hero. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. All right, here now, the league's top rebounders over the previous 10 games as we bring you the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. 5th on the list, Bam Adebayo.
Over these last 10 games, this guy has owned the boards, playing so well as of late.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Jimmy Butler. Miami also changing it up. Wiggins, he's checked in for Ware. And Mitchell subbed in for Norman Powell. Jaquez finds Adebayo. And there's 1:38 left in the first half. Oh, Adebayo flexing inside.
Yeah, how about Adebayo just discarding the defender and finishing strong.
Outside Podziemski. Curry, a screen on Hero. Back to Curry. The 3-ball. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Heat. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. The kick out to Wiggins. 3-pointer. And there's Hero on the assist by Wiggins. Hero's got 5 points.
And he is so good from deep. Hero puts up high percentages on high volume.
To the paint. Oh, so tough to stop Kuminga inside.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Inside, here's Adebayo. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. And that's 13 points for Bam Adebayo.
Dare I say he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
And here's Curry for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Hero outside. Wiggins for 3. No good there. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Miami out in front. They're up by 2. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
For Miami, they haven't played up to their standards. Last year, they were an elite team. They need to find that mojo.
Circling back to our featured game, the Miami Heat find themselves in a pretty even matchup.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Hey there, everyone. Glad you could join us on MLK Day on 2K Sports. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The Warriors trailing. The combo up front is Draymond in post. Moody is out there with Stephen Curry, and it's Butler in at the small forward. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Now here's Moody. No made baskets yet. 6 to shoot, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Miami Heat. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
The upside of road trips, like the one they have scheduled, is you really get a chance to come together as a team. It's a great way to get closer with your squad and build trust among your teammates.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy in that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Yeah.
They're all in. Allie, thank you. And here are the Heat now, following the score by Golden State. Hero outside. And that one's good. Hero's got 10 points.
Well, when you put Hero in the pick and roll action, you apply pressure on the defense. Tyler is so tough to stop.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. In traffic, Curry puts it in.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Heat leading by 3. Powell outside. Pass to Wiggins. Takes a 3. The rebound by Post.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Now Curry. He has 7. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here's Green from the arc. Rebound Miami. Wiggins outside. Miami moving it around. Hero for 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the plays. Mitchell's got 4 assists now tonight. Stan, while they're cobbling together an offense, the Heat will always compete defensively.
Well, B.A., only 2 seasons in the last 3 decades have the Heat been below average in defensive rating, making that commitment a key pillar of the Heat culture.
Now here's Powell, still without a bucket. Puts up a 3, and again it's Miami from deep.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors dancers.
Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Moody. Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Warriors trail by 6. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Launches it. Curry buries the triple.
Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Hero outside, fires it, and Miami again with the bucket.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Outside Butler. Horford, a screen on Jaquez. Butler passes to Horford. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
You know, I don't think Horford gets enough credit for his defense. He's been an impact player at that end for a long time.
The first free throw is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Horford hits them both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
1 minute left in the third. Three-pointer Yakachonis. That one doesn't drop.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Can't hit from in close.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
To the left wing. There's the triple. And it's Ware missing. Warriors trail by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
A prolific scorer dating back to his college days. Hield just understands how to generate points.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That's good from Hield.
When you talk about the best shooters in the NBA, Buddy Hield has to be in the conversation.
Hield hits them both. The Heat have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Larson. Still no points. Shot clock at 5. Again, the Heat misses. Tyler Hero has been on display for the Heat. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. And don't go far. We'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And thanks for staying with us, folks, for our MLK Day broadcast of NBA action. And let's take a look at Miami. We've got Kel'el Ware. Powell is out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the power forward. Jaquez offline with a 3. Golden State has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Pass to Jackson Davis. Butler up top. Shoots over Jaquez. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Powell with it. Here's Jovic. The three-pointer off the mark. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, it's stolen away. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Pass to Larson. Where the screen. Goes up from the top of the key. Larson, no good.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Butler takes the contact and scores.
Well, this is where Butler is elite. The ability to score the ball going downhill.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Which latest section wants a t-shirt?
Changes here for the Warriors. Al Horford's checked in for Jackson Davis. And it's Stephen Curry in for Kuminga. And Miami with a change here too. Hero's checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Hero's got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, when Hero gets his offense going, he holds nothing back. He just keeps pouring it on.
Horford for three. The rebound by Ware.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Here's Larson. Pass to Hero from the arc. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Here's a pass to Horford. Now Butler. Off on the layup.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Now Hero. Oh, they pick off the pass. Left side, Podziemski. Curry! Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. changes. Post is checked in for Horford. Draymond Green comes in for Hield. And Moody is subbed in for Podziemski. Miami also changing it up. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Ware. Wiggins comes in for Jaquez. And Mitchell's subbed in for Larson. Two-point game. Powell outside. Hero knocks down the trifecta.
Well, they're right to trust Hero in these moments. He's a very reliable scoring option.
Curry against Mitchell. Lays it in easily.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Hero! Yes! Using that window!
Almost any time he gets the look he wants, he hits it.
And that's who you want to go to with the game on the line.
Curry looking it over. Stephen Curry! What a shot maker!
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Hero! Powell outside. Money from 3!
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Outside Green. For 3. Cleared away by Hero.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
And so they foul intentionally.
Moses Moody. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Adebayo. Beyond the arc. Oh, the shot is off.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts.
Buries it from outside.
Oh, this is what Butler is known for. Elevating his game in crucial moments.
Now here's Hero. 16 seconds left in the final quarter. 4 on the clock. Now Powell fires the 3. That misses. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line. No one said it was going to be easy. And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Absolutely need a 3 here. He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Mitchell fires. Misses the three. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Davion Mitchell. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Powell in at the three. Butler! Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. Heat shooting at a respectable 49%. Mitchell outside. Powell outside. And Stan, the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Sometimes you see teams where you've got two really talented guys or three really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent. And when you have it, things come together quickly.
Now here's Hero. Oh, no good!
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's the teardrop. Wiggins with a rebound. So it's Miami now. It's Powell on the wing. Butler covering. Now Adebayo. Adebayo rocking the rim.
Wow. Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
Curry against Mitchell. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Stephen Curry, 19-footer is good.
Using the mid-range area of the floor, Curry, an offensive mastermind.
Now Mitchell. And here's Hero. Oh, touches it off the glass.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Curry. Outside Moody. Green with a screen on Powell. Butler. Yes, sir, with the three.
Jimmy Butler coming up big with the game on the line.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. How do you think this is going to play out?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
Here's Mitchell. Curry with a steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Moody! He's off from 3. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle and a very tense moment in this game. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
Down 1 with just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
And there's not enough time to catch and shoot, so they'll have to tip it in.